Just dropping from the cloud from Zwift, the 2018 Roads World Course in Innsbruck. A new course for us to ride on Zwift. Today I thought I'd go through the details and the ins and outs and ups and downs of the new course and the 5 different routes we can choose from here in the menus. All up today, we have 23.6 kilometres of new roads to ride on Zwift, or if you spin the other way and include that as well, just over 47 kilometres of new roads to enjoy and some new scenery. And there's cars and trains, more on that soon. So the first route we have to choose from here is the 2018 UCI World Short Lap. You can see here through town for 3 kilometres and then we start the climb. 7.5 kilometres of climbing at around 6% average. It sort of undulates near the top. I've got a full ride through of this one, which I'll link to below. This is just a summary video of the different routes to choose from. So it climbs all the way to the top and you'll see the monument there. If you've seen my other video, there's a surprise at the top there. 6 kilometres downhill and then sailing through town, which looks flat, but it's definitely not flat for a few kilometres, totaling 23.6 Ks there. So the default route, I'll call that. It's a good workout. Next up, the best pronunciation I can do of this one is the Autobahn, which takes in all routes, all roads, all directions, totaling 47.3 kilometres with 989 metres of climbing, nearly 1,000 metres of climbing. It's not easy. You can see here, it takes in the reverse first, up to our monument, back down, loops around town, comes up and does a standard loop of the short lap, back through town again. So that's probably about an hour and a half of good climbing and a solid workout there. The next one, option number 3, the Innsbruck Ring. Technically the flat loop, but I'll focus a little bit more on this one because it's not flat. This one did catch me out. 8.7 kilometers, one direction, 8.7 Ks, the other direction. This has got a surprise in it, a very, very nasty surprise. Now, it has a climb in it, so even the flat rides, the flat, easy rides, I guess you call them if they're going to be scheduled on this course, are going to be pretty tough. Now, this is a UCI Roads World Course. It's for the top-end cyclists, men and women and juniors, under 23s, to really test themselves. And this is going to test Zwifters. If you're out for an easy ride, for a closer look of why this route isn't quite flat, we'll jump over here to my Strava. And I have created a couple of little temporary segments here. GPLama, which is in forward direction, 0.42 kilometers, so 420 meters at 7%. That's kind of nasty. Here's what that looks like in the ride. "45 seconds, pretty hard on the pedals there. That's going to take probably a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes on an easy group ride. So that's really going to string things out. Now the reverse of that, which I call the GPLama reverse steps here, which is 0.87 kilometers, so just under 1 kilometer at an average of 4%. And it steps up, flattens out and steps up again. So not quite that easy. Average of 4% over nearly a kilometer on a flat route. It's going to string things out. Something to be aware of in the Innsbruck Ring loop. The sprint sections are placed along the flat section of the river, not too far after the climb. So here is the forward direction sprint. And the reverse direction sprint. And just after the reverse direction sprint finishes, you're onto those steps up to the top. So it's going to be a bit of a leg burner. Definitely a challenging course, even though you're not hitting the big berg out the road. Now looking at route number 4, which I will attempt to pronounce Luce, which again is out the road, small loop, and then small loop again, just the climbing part. So you can see there the little orange dots are out, small loop, and then back up the climb. So 2 ascents totaling 8 to 28 meters. So almost the same amount of climbing as the Autobahn. And Lucia, counterclockwise, which is our number 5 route. So Lucia reverse, and that takes in the steeper side, back down, and then up the steeper side again to our infamous brand new monument friend, who I've named Chuck for very obvious reasons if you've seen our friend Chuck. So there we are, a quick overview of the 5 new routes on the Innsbruck course. I'll link below to Zwift Insider, who has a full breakdown of every one of these routes. And stay tuned to the Zwift cast coming up in a few days, where Nathan, Simon and I shoot the breeze, talk about the ins and outs and ups and downs of this new course in Innsbruck. So for now, clip in, let's ride. I'll see you soon.